Alright guys and gals, welcome to round 2, game 7 of the Tiny Wars Open Tournament. I am Advanced Warrior.
And I'm CJ.
And you're gonna have to bear with us please, because for player 1 we have Observer playing as Zhaotiantong, and on the bottom we have Zhaotiantong playing as Caulder. So Zhaotiantong, the custom CO, arguably one of the strongest custom COs in the game, having a boarding cost of -100, meaning that you get your funds back for loading up the CO. And it's a very small zone radius of 0, no zone expansion, plus 10% offense and defense for that said unit. I believe it gets promoted, so it would be like plus 30% offense and defense for that one unit, right?
Yep.
And because there's no zone expansion, Zhaotiantong, the CO, does not have any powers.
Yep. And confusingly, Zhaotiantong, the player, is playing as Caulder. Caulder is nerfed in this game. His boarding cost is 50%, that's the default. His zone radius, I think in the base game, is 5, but it was nerfed to 2.
Went down from 5 to 2.
Yeah, went down from 5 to 2, and his day-to-day is 25-25 and plus 2 HP per turn, so repairs, but it costs funds. This is down dramatically from the base game, the cartridge, which is, I think, 60-60 offense and defense, and then plus 5 HP per turn. So
you can see why this character was nerfed.
Yes, understandably he is nerfed super hard, but he is still quite strong. But this definitely puts him on par with a lot of the other COs in the game. So yeah, and then of course as is the same as the base game, he doesn't have a CO power. So that is Caulder. So to try to keep ourselves from being confused, and also to keep you, hopefully, from being confused, we will just refer to the players by their colors.
Maybe. So, a powerless game. We're not going to be seeing any powers, unfortunately. Caulder's got an okay theme.
Yeah.
Alright, so not too surprising, just starting off with bikes for each of the players here. And Observer going for the airport, probably going to chain into the properties in the middle rather than chaining towards the 2-base side of his opponent. Well,
yeah, and we see Blue go on the sides. So we have that capture deviation. We'll see how it pans out.
I wonder if it's a response to Observer for Zhao to go the city instead of the airport. Maybe they're like, okay, you can take the center, and then I will just stay to my side. I don't really know the philosophy behind that. Oh, immediate battlecopter.
Oh, I guess that's to be expected from Red CO. Battlecopters are already quite strong on this map, and Battlecopter is probably one of the preferred CO units for Red, for the CO Zhaotiantong, because you get your funds back, and there are just multiple reasons why, including the fact that they're more expensive, they're very versatile, and they're fragile, which is weird, which is pretty unique to that CO. You actually like having a fragile CO because, interestingly, you don't mind them dying. In fact, it's kind of encouraged in some respects, so we're gonna see some interesting stuff.
I want to say that is absolutely disgusting that they just pulled out 2 tanks like that. I think Observer might have base skipped for that copter.
Yeah, I think so.
It elicited
9k back. It's pretty dang good.
It elicited a response to build an anti-air. I wonder if we're gonna see that anti-air suicide, Battlecopter suicide. No, we're actually gonna see it head towards the center. This is the strength of air units on this map, that anti-air cannot chase And probably might see a second anti-air on the one base side, which is not something Zhao would want to do. But they only have a tank, and looks like that anti-air is just gonna have to chase through all those wastelands there.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, or it's pretty hard because like you can't get an anti-air on the right side when there's already a tank over there. So what can you really do? Honestly, I think Zhao should really be nerfed. He is really, really strong.
I agree.
As a CO.
Weren't they nerfed? Weren't they buffed from like 50% to? Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it was probably maybe like half. It was probably like a few months ago by now.
Huh?
Like,
the anti-air isn't sticking around.
Protected. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Zhao is overloading Observer with 2 captures, and the only thing that could save both those captures is if Observer forfeits the radar capture, which does give income.
Yeah. Now we're gonna see the strength of Caulder here because that one tank cannot contest the tank and the anti-air. Like even if he hits the anti-air will be healed by a little bit, or he'll just back up completely, which is fine.
Forfeits the radar and saves their own property. Interesting.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the radar wouldn't have stayed for very long. Now we got Blue's anti-air just in the middle, which is quite an interesting position. I do like that, actually.
I think it's exposed.
No, it's not.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, the forest is saving it. I think it airport locks Observer here.
Yeah, I mean they can just kind of position in a way that they're not locked, but yeah, are those tanks like out of range? Yeah, I think Blue overextended on the left side a little bit. Honestly, I wasn't really paying too much attention to the fact that that could be considered an overextension. I think Red is preparing to swap their CO back into another battlecopter on the top, seeing as he's basically suiciding his battlecopter at the bottom. It's a pretty good play, I think.
Yeah, I feel like we've kind of been ignoring the... Oh my god, that's so much damage. I feel like we've been kind of ignoring the left side just a little bit, seeing that there is both a copter and an anti-air coming from Zhaotiantong. And, oh, is he gonna trap the cop? No, he's not. Oh, I see. Observer cannot board his CO the next turn. Because you can't suicide your CO unit and then immediately just like board them onto a fresh unit. That's not the logic of Days of Ruin. Pretty sure the logic of Days of Ruin is it takes a day for your CO to retreat, and then is that gonna die? No, going for the okay. It's kind of this is kind of like an Andy meta from the Advanced Wars by Web or Advanced Wars trilogy, where for Andy you want to make sure you absolutely kill the units, but if you can't kill the unit, then it's not worth dealing more damage, I guess. Even though it is just 2 HP. Oh my gosh, that's the power of Caulder right there. Even nerfed. Just look at that. Repair and the stat boost. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I do quite enjoy playing Caulder myself whenever I get that chance.
You dastard.
And it's just fun. Like, yeah, I mean, anti-air are so strong against battlecopters that even when they're damaged, they're good. And Caulder just makes that way better. Because like even a 6 HP anti-air can be a menace to a battlecopter. Heck, even like a 3 HP anti-air can still be really annoying to a battlecopter at full health.
And Caulder is down.
Yeah, the CO tank is down. That is kind of sad. I feel like You might board on the right side, possibly, because that just gets in the battle.
Yeah, I'd
quick.
like to see the battlecopter being boarded.
Yeah. Interesting position though. That like blue can't capture that city. I guess they didn't need to capture that city because they don't have any full health capture units right now. Anyways, hey, what's the income looking like right now?
I wanted to quickly say, it's
we gotta pause first.
Purifier is for Observer is for income ahead.
Oh yeah, that is a pretty big difference.
But,
although the unit value is relatively close, like it's in the realm of like still fair. Although red definitely is ahead.
They're gonna. I think they're gonna buy more units. Yeah, they bought more units, so now they're ahead on the.
Okay.
So now they're ahead on the unit count. Huh.
Oh, okay, so it is quite even right now.
You know, honestly, I just want to say props to Zhaotiantong for, cause like
Which one?
The player. Oh my goodness, dude. The player. I thought that was easy.
That's why I've been saying colors.
The props to Zhaotiantong, the player, for honestly. Observer's oh my god, that's a bummer. I know what's gonna happen there. Because Observer went for, I believe, 2 base skips into a battlecopter, and then the next turn, Observer just immediately built like 2 tanks. But right now we're seeing that although we might have our complaints about Zhaotiantong as a CO, Zhao, the player, is actually doing a fairly fantastic job of holding themselves off and getting value off their CO. And last time we checked, they were ahead by the unit count, although behind on income. So, much behind on income and behind on money too.
Now, based on value, it's gonna be pretty bad.
35,000 for Observer here. Oh man, this Zhao's a crazy CO. I used to think I just sucked, but now we see the strength of Zhao as a CO. I hope I didn't speak too soon about CO power, the strength of. I'm sorry, I'm confusing myself. I hope I didn't speak too soon about how strong Zhaotiantong is as a player.
I mean, I think he is really strong. I mean, he's been holding up really well, but just like this CO bomber is kind of a menace. It's so strong, and then you kind of just get so much money back from it. It's kind of ridiculous. I think the unit value, hold up, is like, yeah, that's not great. And I mean that basically. That all of that value is basically from the loading the CO in that bomber. But yeah, with that added pressure, red is kind of able to push out and capture a lot more stuff. There's still the income advantage for red, and while blue is getting it back a little bit from the right side, like red is just pushing up way faster or way harder. Or has just had a lot more properties for a good amount of time.
Notice that bomber forced blue. I'll join your side now. Forced blue to ball up into their 2 base side, and basically just allowed like the capturing of 2 properties here. They might not be captured within 2 turns, but just the fact that they're able to pull them back, and now they're pulling them back up. Observer is probably going to want to move that tank unless they're really down to get those properties and increase their... So the radar would make it 6, and then 8 income ahead if both of those properties on the left are captured by Observer. Then that would be a devastating income lead.
Yeah.
Oh, there we got 1, so alright. Okay, let's see here. Artillery protecting all the units on the 2 base side of Observer here.
Yeah, the red is making quite a big, strong, or quite a strong push on the right side.
Suicide? Oh,
Throwing
overloading the anti-air. The artillery, I mean.
The artillery, yeah.
Doesn't want to stick around, shoot one tank, they get blasted by the other 2 vehicles. And the bomber is coming back. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna say, at this point in the game, it's not looking great for Blue, because he needs to hold down both the right and left sides, because both of those are weak right now, and there's not really an easy way to do it. I mean, your opponent has free money. What the hell are you supposed to do?
Exactly. Those anti-airs need to survive because that bomber has 30 attack and defense. And oh, we got a
copter wall. Okay.
Copter wall. You don't see those every day.
Really don't. I don't. Ooh, that's actually it's kind of a nice position. Actually,
it is.
Get around. You can't break any of those copters. They will heal, but I mean the first turn advantage for copters is still quite strong.
It's a pincer strike. Let me pause for a second.
Yeah.
Why can't I click? 2 income ahead from Zhao's the player is clawing back to evening up the income. Oh, and as I said that, the radar is being captured on the 2-base side of Observer on the top right. And just slowly wiping out the units, gets the artillery hit as I feared. I wonder if Zhao is going to, like, not base lock, but like base skip and stay on the base to shoot that tank.
It's a decent option.
It's an idea.
Like he could build something else, or build like more copters or something, a duster maybe, who knows.
Oh, they do stick around for it. Flanking pincer strike, flanking maneuver, whatever you want to call it. Oh wow, this is actually a pretty good engagement. Holy crap!
It's a decent amount of damage.
Zhao is fighting back.
Yeah. I mean, this is a better fight than I could ever do against the COs. He was dumb.
Honestly, I thought it was like all doom and gloom. This is gonna change. Yeah, this is gonna change. It's gonna go back to 2018 because Observer is gonna get that right radar. But yeah, honestly, Zhao is clawing back, behind on income for so much, behind on value because Observer is just getting free money, and they probably won't be getting it now because of the because there's no anti-air to shoot down that bomber, but that bomber is just still gonna keep paying for itself, killing units very slowly, and looks like Blue is gonna need to make a shift towards the right side and reinforce their 1-base side because properties are getting taken. And as we can see here, Zhao only has a 3 HP bike and a mech that's very behind to start capturing properties.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to get through the center and all the way around though, because again, that bomber has a really annoying influence, and yeah, like Blue just kind of he's gonna have a lot of trouble moving or defending the right side.
Medium tank.
Built a medium tank. No anti-airs on that right side though. I mean, I would like my instinct would be to go Duster, but then those can get countered by just there's already enough anti-airs on the field that a Duster probably wouldn't work out well.
I don't know if a Duster even does a lot of damage to a bomber.
I think they do. I think it's like
a
probably 50.
A plus 30 defense bomber.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I feel like it would probably do around 50, but maybe less. But yeah, there's not many options here to defend all of these caps. Like Blue is lacking in capture units in the area, and so we can't capitalize on the ground that he's taken.
I don't know how I feel about that exposed anti-air, CJ.
What do you mean the The B-copter?
No, the exposed anti-air.
Exposed anti-air.
This one. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's like.
Is it really exposed though? I mean, like a bomber's gonna. If the bomber hit it, then you just retaliate.
It wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't mind dying, but I feel like actually I'm not too sure anymore. It's just that one anti-air, as we could see, is not. One anti-air is not enough to kill that bomber. I want to pause real quickly. 2 bombs and 27 fuel.
They start with like 6, right?
Maybe, but I think that bomber is just it's this kind of bomber's already given itself a lot of value with the whole.
On the first turn it already did, but
I know, but it's just going to keep adding up. Observer didn't just build a bomber just to get 22k. The bomber is actually being a bomber.
I mean, that's not really.
It's getting value and it's taking away units from Zhaotiantong, the one that you saw on screen. A slight shift in the middle-ish for Observer there, taking the middle and still being present in front of Xiao's HQ, and Observer. No, not Observer. Xiao is going through some rough terrain. Sacks that anti-air. I personally would have maybe liked to keep it to try to maybe deal with that bomber, unless they think that bomber is just going to die real soon.
I mean, I think I would favor more weakening the bomber, because it's better to just weaken the CO unit but not kill it outright.
Yeah. I'm in favor of it too.
So that it doesn't do so much damage, but yeah, I don't know about that sack. But yeah, there really aren't a lot more options here.
That CO zone is crumbling. It is crumbling. Those are gonna repair, but it's not gonna be a good enough repair to make it viable. It's been, what's the word I'm looking for? I use this word a lot. I'm sad I forgot it now.
Crippled?
Crippled, yes. It's been crippled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very rough position for Zhaotiantong right now.
Yeah, I would resign in this position. This is just too brutal to try to come back from.
Oh no, they're still fighting the man.
He's older than I am.
Weird attack order, but okay. Maybe they wanted the boost on the medium tank. And the anti-air going for the... Unit trap?
Oh, we do get a surround. That's nice.
Unit trapping.
I feel like hitting the anti-air would have... I mean, like, hitting with the anti-air might have been better.
It's... gonna break free.
Yeah, I'm still... Well, okay, what... yeah, I'm still not super sure about the... I think he's actually like, I think Blue is actually hoping to waste all the bomber ammo.
Oh, the chip damage.
And then try to surround it, perhaps.
Oh,
that would actually be kind of good.
That's genius. You did that against me.
But then also, like, Red could just delete their own CO2.
9 fuel, 0 ammo.
9 fuel, 0
Observer
ammo.
was able to squeeze out all the value off that bomber.
Yeah, kind of insane. The most valuable bomber ever.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, already gave like 20k off the bat and then just killed like
flies
everything.
Around with 30, use all their ammo, didn't take a single counterattack because 30 attack on bombers is just dumb. And
yeah,
resigns.
There's the resignation.
Oh man.
GG.
That
dude.
Bomber, that CO.
Yeah, Zhaotiantong as the CO is freaking brutal. I think he really needs to get nerfed.
We may or may not speak with Baby Go about that. But
I mean, I think like what Zhao played or Blue as Caulder played really well, like
absolutely
phenomenally.
phenomenally.
Really good game.
It looked really dire in the beginning when they just, I believe it was a, no, it was a, I'm sorry, what was the base skip? So they, it was a triple base skip actually for the copter. And then the next turn it looks like this. And let me see the value already. Like 38,000.
Already ahead by like a full turn.
Oh, like just look at the difference in value. The same unit though. So in this situation it would look really, really dire. But honestly though, we are being serious to this. Props to Zhaotiantong, who really did their best to hold off Observer here, getting insane value off, like I believe it was 2 copters and then the bomber. Oh yeah, this bomber. This bomber was built on turn 12. Turn 12 bomber, and it lasted all the way. Didn't refuel, didn't resupply their ammo, used all their shots, didn't take a single counterattack. And at the point where it like completely ran out of fuel, ran out of ammo, going to run out of fuel, because I believe they still take like 5 fuel in the air. Yes, they do. So yeah, it would have just died by itself, and then Zhao would just get even more money. No point in shooting this bomber. It's not a threat. It's only a blocker now, but still. I don't think I.
Income there? Yeah. Okay, yeah. That is not recoverable.
Yeah, it's just that like we saw earlier, the bomber was able to make Zhao just like ball up in the back like this because of this bomber, and they could come in and just start taking the properties. It's like this bomber didn't have to attack anything, but it still paved way for Observer's units to just start capturing properties and holding an income lead. And if I think that's probably what like really hurt Zhao there, is the income deficit. It wasn't their fault. It was just that the income was just so ginormous that eventually even the best players in the world can't fight back with minus 10 income.
Yeah. Observer is quite a good player. Like, if the player is bad, even if they play as Zhaotiantong, like they still can't recover. But Observer is a good player. I didn't see any. I don't think I really saw any blunders. There were some tactical. There were some things that I was like, I'm not super sure about, but like, I mean, he has that leeway. I think the only plays that I would have really differed was like when Zhao Blue didn't attack the CO bomber. I feel like hitting the CO's bomber once would have been good to cripple it but not kill it, because I think that's the only way you can really play against the CO, is you try to mitigate the damage that the CO can do while trying not to kill it. Yeah, I mean, your opponent can always just decide to delete their own unit if they really want to.
They can't board the CO though.
Yeah. I mean, like, if worse comes to worse and the unit is really useless, they can just delete the unit and then they board next turn. Which, you know, is not ideal, but it still works for Zhao as the CO. But yeah, I mean, that wasn't apparent. That wasn't necessary for him.
It's not every day you're put in this situation and you just look at this and you just go, what do I do with this? It's like you're gonna have to play differently. Like, I feel like there's a word for this. Like, you're gonna have to do something that's like, you know, deviate from how you would normally deal with it, and you know, and you gotta deviate to get the best result out of this, which is a situation a lot of players don't see every game.
Yeah, I did like the boldness of Blue Zhao's plays. His plays were really good. Some of the stuff I was like not really expecting, but they turned out to be really strong moves. So
yes,
I think that was really good show overall.
This loss does not define Zhaotiantong as a player, 100%.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, GG overall.
GG's. Observer moves on to round 3 of the Tiny Wars Open Tournament. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to hit subscribe to be updated as to when games come out. We're going to be covering every game of this tournament, and at the time of recording, we're actually very, very close to the ending of this tournament. So join us along for the crazy games that we may or may not see here. I'm Advanced Warrior.
And I'm CJ.
And you all have our warmest regards. Please take care.
Thanks for watching.
Ciao, ciao.